Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the program. Get to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that's movies today, because we have Michael Sutterfield, who's the director of The Space Station, a locally made work of art here in Little Rock. And Michael, I'm really, really glad to have you in the studio.
Thanks, Tom. It's great to be here.
You bet. Let's go through a little bit of the saga. We don't need every single blow by blow, but 6 years to make a movie is a long time.
Yes, indeed.
But it's because of various things that took place along the way.
Absolutely. So I was 19 when I started working on this film. We adapted it from a short story, and I was in school at the time at the University of Central Arkansas. That's where I met Casey Kuchera. He was the producer of the project. And together we've worked hard to build a team, and we put it together. So we went into production, shot for about 8 days in production, and then post-production has gone over the course of several years because it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. You know, when you watch the movies and you see all those credits scroll at the end.
Yeah.
And so just trying to find people to donate their time and get them excited, and but we're finally finished, and so it's great to roll it out. We showed it here in Little Rock, and now we're going to put it out to festivals.
Well, I don't want to give away anything about the plot, so I'm going to let you describe in a sentence or two kind of an overview of what this short film is about. It's called The Space Station, and how would you define the story to somebody that you didn't want to spoil it for?
Sure, that's great. Well, it's about a writer in Manhattan. She's a waitress, and she's struggling, and she ends up getting in a relationship with a billionaire in New York, and he offers her to go on a once-in-a-lifetime vacation to his private space station. And she definitely gets the trip of a lifetime.
Yes, she does. She absolutely does. A lot of the location shoots were in Manhattan.
That's right. Yeah, we had Julie Jackson. She directed a local film, 45 RPM. She shot the B-roll in New York, and then we also shot on Capitol Street here, downtown Little Rock, to make it look like New York, and so we mixed and matched everything. And
I don't know what the restaurant or bar was where some of those scenes in Manhattan were shot, whether it was a real working place or if it was a set, but it sure looked like a real working restaurant bar, because I've been to a lot of them in New York, and that's what they look like.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, we filmed at Lulav here in Little Rock, and we filmed at Mike's Place and Michelangelo's in Conway.
Oh, wow. And, so neither one of those were actually in New York.
That's right. Yeah.
Great job, then. Absolutely great job. That's exactly what they look like. I mean, the atmosphere, the lighting, how close the tables are, the waiters having to kind of maneuver their way through tables and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, Gabe Mahan, our cinematographer, did a great job lighting. He redesigned all the spaces with lights. We had a truck full of lights come in, and it's amazing just what light and shadow will do to a place to transform it. And so,
you know, a lot of times, and we bring a lot of filmmakers and theater people in on this program that we do every weekend, because I just love them both, and it's my show, so I get to do that. But I always like to address young artists who might be listening to the program and the reality of a location shoot. It's not like you show up at 9 o'clock in the morning and by 5 that afternoon you've got 5 minutes worth of film for the project. It is a huge undertaking.
It's huge. Yeah, you've got lots of extras. You've got the location details that you have to coordinate out, everyone to be there, have the space reserved, somebody to unlock the door. There are all types of levels of involvement there, from just feeding people, having a place for people to get on the phone if they need to, but they're on the set. There's a million variables that go into play. Just to coordinate all of that for one day, that many people's schedules took a lot of work, and Casey did a really good job producing them.
Yeah, that is a very, very tough undertaking. And then inevitably you get a great take, and an ambulance goes by in a street a couple of blocks away, and you got to scrap the whole thing because you can't have the ambulance out.
That's right. Yeah,
it's just a crazy thing. I've loved being on a few sets in my life, and I'm just gaga-eyed, watching everything that's going on. A lot of visual effects in the film too. Those are cool. Where'd you come up with some of those?
Absolutely. Mason Kinsfodder did our visual effects, and that was a big reason for why the film took so long, is we had a lot of visual effects to complete. And as you could see, like I said before, when you watch a movie and you see so many people in the credits, a lot of times a lot of that is just visual effects. And well, we had a few people work on it, and but Mason led the team, and he put that together. So
good.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very convincing too. I really enjoyed them.
Oh, thank you.